Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a Hills Counterattack public match for you. Thank you to all of our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage of everything we cover with no commentary and UI. So, server pop today, it's about 160 right now. It is October 19th, so a Sunday at about 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Grand Campaign match just finished. So, what a perfect time to watch some smaller war rights. This number will probably increase as the round progresses. But, Hills Counterattack. Officers for today, you have Owens, Dirty Dan, Ski 1515, Big Sexy, and Bills Barkdale for CSA. For Union, you got Conman, Patriot, Nirok, Tenton, and that's that. Imbalance wise, it's even numbers. Union has no artillery. Confederates have 11 on it, though. So, it's kind of significant when the infantry imbalances favor in about 10 in favor of the Union side. So, we'll see how the match plays out. But generally, for Hills Counterattack, Union hold either this left side or the top of the hill. CSA will slam to take the top of the hill. They might send some guys down this right side to engage the Union. But a lot of the time, it's a cap game where CSA will cap, Union will charge out, retake it back. And it's a very slow-paced match, but the Union overplayed their hand, charging one of the companies out, and the CSA is going to try and make them pay for that. What they're going to do is they're going to try to cut them off from the corner here as Union retreats, and they are pushing down towards this very aggressively right now, playing some banging tunes in the meantime. Some of the Union troops are trying to get around the side, and the officers are trying to cut them off. But this is what you kind of need to do as CSA, because there are not too many opportunities on this map to knock the Union down tickets. Not too many opportunities to charge them out. So the aggression and everything is very good to see, and it's already working in their favor. You can see the ticket count greatly in CSA's favor, and the Union actually slowly shooting down CSA as they actually, I don't know when this started, that's a big thing to miss, but some of the CSA are flanking the Union side, and I can appreciate the Union trying to do this. They can see the CSA split up into two groups here, so they're going to try to aggressively push one of those groups out and charge them out to try to get some attempt at a ticket lead, but smartly, CSA fell back at a very good time. Some CSA pushing forward, but that's not going to account to anything too crazy. CSA reforming as one, and the CSA is up by about half of a morale stage right now with the whole Union team falling back. What a start for CSA. This is kind of the, I think, nice thing sometimes we see with these smaller pop servers is that it's a lot harder to shoot someone down, so charging is much more rewarding. I guess everything is more rewarding. It's going to be worth more overall because tickets scale on the smaller pop servers like we have here. Tickets are going to be worth a lot more per death than on a large pop server, so that the servers take the same amount of time per round, regardless of how many players are on the server. So CSA reforming as a whole here. They're probably not going to cap the point right now. They shouldn't. When you're up by half a morale stage of tickets, you should try to get them down to breaking. Because if you cap the point, Union is going to regain a lot of tickets, and you can't have that as CSA. Well, you can have it on this map. Like I said, it's a cap game. This map is, and you can on and off cap that point, but once it kind of gets to low taking losses, you shouldn't cap as the attackers. And to that point exactly, Union should try to force CSA to cap. You could see you have Patriot, Conman, they're holding their companies back. You have some of the Union guys holding forward. The smaller half of the team is further forward.
If you go shift left, just shift left down.
But we'll see how CSA reacts, if they want to do this for a shootout or if they want to try to cap and force Union out. A cap's not the end of the world. It's just Union's going to be able to regain a lot of tickets. But with how this map is, I think it's going to be an inevitability but you never know. It's really going to depend on the patience of CSA and how organized the Union can be. It's really going to be a patience game on both sides. Can CSA be patient enough to wait for Union to get bored and charge out? And can the Union be patient enough to, you know, play a boring game, sit back at their main spawn, not do anything, and force the CSA a cap? So it's really a game of patience right now. And some of the Union is not playing by that patient rule. Nyrock's taking his guys out here. It looks like some of the Union splitting off, going left, which... The thing is if you're going to turtle, you have to do it as a team. You cannot half turtle. Because if half your team turtles, obviously you're just outnumbered in the actual fighting realm. If half your team's just sitting back not doing anything and the other half is engaging, you're down there. But if not, your whole team isn't turtling, that just means someone's going to be losing tickets on your team. And you can't have that. So Patriots moved his guys over here now. So you got 3 Union companies on this side. 3 CSA companies are on top of your screen, on the top of that hill, which is what you normally see CSA do. I don't know if they think Union's over there. They're not. So we'll see what happens.
Bayo's down, so they'll see the tips. Bayo's down always in the corner.
You can hold at this point though and wait for them to try to take the point, but just try to abandon up the left side. I'm gonna move my company back up there.
Alright.
Okay?
I'll keep shifting down to the right.
Missed that a little bit, but it looks like Patriots at least going to fall his guys back.
B company, right face, press X, right shoulder shift arms.
Looks
After double
like
click, forward,
maybe Tenton's just going to try to at least hold this left side so that CSA doesn't push up and take the corner, which CSA could do that if they wanted to. You do have Union pulling out of their nice defensive spot to engage the CSA, who are in a lot better of a position. This is a bad spot to hold. You have the corner over there that's pretty close to CSA. I don't know why you're just not holding back behind your spawn like you were a little earlier.
There they go.
And CSA is not willing to cap. See, it's a little confusing. Patriots holding his guys back. Looks like Conman's going to fall back after that volley.
I don't want to be remembered as a coward.
We're not. We're going to shoot him. Don't worry. You're going to kill some Yankees. Not too.
Some Yankees.
Hey, who is this
Oh,
Yankees?
fuck. I forgot.
Traitor!
Traitor,
Officer, kill him! Traitor!
He's a
traitor.
All right. Back up.
Mutiny!
Back up.
I won't be surprised if we see Union hit breaking or engaged and then CSA move in for a cap. I think that probably should be the move for CSA. Just because this is what Hill's counterattack is. It's a long shootout, and it forces the attackers to cap the point.
Don't worry, I'm spamming C. I'll stand up.
He's just on the T key.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing, sir.
And honestly, Union could just cap before CSA hits engaged. I don't know though, because we haven't seen a significant team charge yet, and we don't know which team is better at that. And CSA could cap and outright hold for the 20 minutes and win. We don't know, or maybe the 12 minutes. Who knows? I think Union's playing this pretty well outside of the over-aggression that we saw at the beginning, which is not the end of the world.
They're just going up and coming back.
Hold to your reload. Hold to your reload.
Yeah, everyone reload.
Bayo's fucking down, boys.
I mean, for those of you who don't know where the cap point is, center of the field, I mean, they can cap from that bush there, so they're very close.
That all the way back there. Question mark, exclamation mark. They're still there.
And that's the thing, though. It's kind of risky for CSA if they cap, just because look at the ticket lead they have. It's half of a morale stage. That is very significant. But that black timer is a killer. And we see a lot of the Union teams starting to move up. Looks like they're just running up, doing some shots, and then falling back. I've had artillery trying, but
Pull back when you reload. Do not reload on the line.
Oh yeah, the Civil War is boring. The Civil War question.
He's devoted. That means he's devoted.
so 15 minutes, another round. CSA is about to hit Union into engaged. It looks like the CSA on the top side have had enough. Owens is going to start running down the hillside here. I don't know how close they're going to get. Maybe they're just going to get up in there, hit him, engage, and then cap. They're trying to serpentine. This is a heck of a ordeal here from CSA. A cross-map charge. Here they go. Union not... Oh, they pulled off at a right time. I don't think they pulled off because of the charge. They probably just saw them at... They probably just shot and then pulled off. So it's kind of lucky timing, if anything. CSA is going to continue to hold further up here, though. Again, trying to kind of keep that pressure and hit Union down. Union should hit engage, and then CSA should cap.
Do not reload on the... Alright, they're coming up on the fence next to us.
And this is probably the most aggressive in terms of positioning that I have seen the CSA do in a very long time. Holding very far forward.
Word on the street, Kamala Harris is in their lines!
Owens trying to push a little closer. I heard someone say the word cap.
Flag down, get the flag up, flag up, flag up.
So Union should really hit Union down to engage, because they've been doing this for so long now, this shootout, that you might as well hit Union to engage and then cap. You wouldn't want to cap right now and have to hold it for 20 minutes. You want to hold it for 12 minutes instead. So there you go. Union hits engage. Confederates should cap the point right now.
Owens, I got Owens.
First point.
And the CSA team falling back under that point. Union holding behind their spawn and also in the corn. So we will see what happens here, but CSA is starting to get entrenched on the point. And can they hold it for 12 minutes? I don't see any reason why they couldn't. Again, though, we haven't seen any significant charges. Union's going to have to kind of go through the open, though, if they want to get to that point. But with the fast respawns from the flag bearers, they should be able to make it work.
Somebody play the X-Files theme song.
Up and over.
Jump the hell out of here, damn.
Yankees! Whoa, Rebel! I'm being forced to play on the fucking Yankees side. I hate you, Yankees!
Damn. Someone kill that boy.
So it's going to be a big thing for Union communication. Numbers have gone up to about 170 now. And they will keep rising.
Oh, damn.
One Union flag is over there for some reason, which is interesting. But Union team is not sticking together right now. Obviously, they have the voice chatting game, Officers Wise to communicate. You also have the in-game text chat, which I have hidden, which I just showed.
About turn! Go back to your bases, pack your stuff up, and fuck off back home!
Get out of here! Get out of here, traitor! Get out of here, traitor!
Somebody shoot that guy.
That dude's not even American.
Wait a minute.
Hang
I'm
him.
not American,
Hang
you're
him.
right,
Some
man.
sense in
Hang
him.
him.
Fuck you.
So the problem is the Union has 12 minutes to retake this point. A minute and a half has gone by and we haven't seen any movement from Union. When the attacking team caps that point, as the defending team, you need to move as quick as possible to retake that point. Why? Because that black timer, your job as a defender is to keep that timer ticking, and right now, it's stopped. And everyone's losing tickets. Now, Union is going to regain a good chunk of tickets, but the longer this counterattack goes, the worse it's going to get for Union, because everyone's going to be losing tickets. That means CSA is losing tickets, and they won't be able to regain as many tickets as they could if they cap now, because they go up to the percentage of tickets that the CSA is at. And it looks like Union's going to try to go around the right side. CSA reacting quickly. It's a pretty open field, so you can see what's going on.
Get on the fence.
And we're a sixth of the way through that cap right now. No Union on this side. The whole Union team wants to condense down and push down this way. How long are they going to sit and shoot, though? That's the question.
Guys, it's Travis Kelsey. Run!
Oh my god!
I mean, let's look at numbers. I mean, it's imbalance of 2. Confederates have 12 guys in artillery, and they haven't done crap yet. If all those artillery guys for CS... Okay, as I'm speaking, of course, that's when it happens, but that shot was over. 3 minutes. We're a fourth of the way through the counterattack. Union has not made a charge yet.
I need more bullets! I need more bullets! I need more bullets! Bigger weapons! Bigger weapons!
I mean, did we hear anything from the Union officers?
Cut the grass! Cut the grass! Cut the grass!
They don't sound too enthused to charge yet. Just pursuing the shootout, which... Why? Why are they shooting them out? The thing is, all the guys they're killing, they're respawning in on these flags right away. CSA has all 4 flags up. So they're getting 4 guys in every 5 seconds. And they're lowering CSA ticket count. And Union's starting to trickle out, but they're going very slowly. CSA, most are still balked on the top side, but some pushing down to the open. Some Union's not even going up and over. Now they are. I was looking at the guys on the straight fence there. And this is a... Actually, sorry, the guys on the straight fence are not charging in. Owen's guys up here engaging. Who is gonna win this? Union starting to push through a little bit here with CSA kind of splitting off. CSA does have 2 flags up here, but they are starting to fall out. If the whole Union team pushed up, they dominate. How did Union... Confederate artillery just team killed their own guys. CSA's... I don't know why Union's not taking advantage. They just won this dominantly. The thing is, you can't... 12 guys on artillery is a lot. 7 minutes on the counterattack timer. Dirty Dan's now moving up a little late. The rest of the Union team's starting to push up. And I think Union's going to be able to take this point back and go up to a high engaged. But Union's got to take advantage and go in now. They're sitting back and shooting. They're very patient. Union's starting to charge that out.
Wipe them all as we go.
Some CSA starting to fall back with the flag. CSA very scattered. And this isn't bad for CSA because CSA is going to lose a lot of out-of-line tickets here. And that's going to allow for the Union not to be able to regain as many. Also, CSA artillery needs to hold their fire. Unless it's team killing their own guys. CSA artillery needs to hold the fire, wait for Union to retake, and then fire so their kills actually matter. Because all the RD kills that they're going to get here, they're just going to regain those tickets the second they retake. So Confederates playing this smart, trying to keep the flags alive, their highest priority. CSA main spawns look a little scattered. Union trying to pursue this though, which they kind of should. I mean, the flags are kind of in a safe spot for CSA now. Why are the flags? Union's still trying to pursue this. You have some spawns for main from CSA coming down, not a whole lot though. It's like, why? See, those artillery kills that they just got, they're going to regain those tickets in a second. So what was the point of doing that? Seriously. Load as many guns as you can and then let them all rip once Union retakes, which looks like they are. But huge win for CSA. They knocked Union down to a medium, low engaged. And Union will take the point. Union will fall back. I think CSA, you just got to cap that point again. Keep this up. Very simple strategy. There they go. See, that was a great timed artillery. Because Union retook the tickets, the artillery shot, and now Union's down a couple of tickets. Yeah, so we'll see how Union responds to this. Union on the left are starting to pull off the left side. Union on the right side here kind of still holding in the open here. CSA, for now, just looking to reform. Tickets actually look in Union's favor almost. It's kind of hard to tell.
Why did you redeem it? Why did you do it?
Look at them, they're just
Man, why did you do this?
Officer coming up, Freddy, officer coming up.
Hello?
Wasting tickets.
So what's the server pop up to? Okay, it's 180, so it's teetering at that 180. And CSA for now is just sitting and shooting, which you might see him just sit and shoot till they're at taking losses. Although CSA could play aggressive on the point here and knock Union down to taking losses and then cap because.
We've been saying.
We're gonna pull back. We're gonna pull back.
Okay.
I'm dead for a while. If you can hear my voice, we're pulling back.
Rally those.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why you'd sit out here. I mean, you just mentioned that he was dead for a while, so maybe that's why he stayed out that far with his guys, just because he was dead. He couldn't spawn back in. Who necessarily knows? But you have a lot of CSA movement on this side. Looks like you got two CSA companies shifting to the CSA left, Union right. You obviously have one officer over there. I think, no, there's two. It's just the other SAR was blocked. So,
CIA. Fuck the CIA and Kamal's bitch ass.
Are you really a Confederate player? Boys, it's been great. You don't have to do that! Why did you redeem it?
oh, it's one of the scam call prank videos.
Hello?
I used to love watching those. The overreaction's very funny. So, you got one CSA company up front, Ski 1515. And Union's playing a little aggressive here.
End the line right here, open fire. Open fire. Actually, advance line right here, open fire, open fire.
Remember, aim low.
And the CSA kind of pulling off, leaking towards the middle of the map. Which, again, Hit Union down to taking losses. Cap that point.
Flanking west, northwest.
Sir, just a heads up, they're to our north also, right behind us. They're across
No
the
way.
to our north.
There's two guys. I guess you see a guy and then you kind of like, well, they're there. If there's probably one guy, there's probably more. So it's not necessarily a bad line of thought.
Showing up. Reinforcements are here.
Yes, we were.
Never mind.
Hey boys.
Hello, Razor.
What's up? What's the plan? Company A, what's your plan?
Where are the CSA up top? Looks like they're pushing on the left side again. They're just having a jolly good show up there. A lot of the CSA spread out, shooting towards a very organized Union line there. And there you go. Union's at taking losses. I think CSA should cap here. You're up by a little tickets. Union's playing very conservative. Very defensive. Holding back behind their spawn. I mean, that group is a little far forward, but it's not like CSA is really threatening a charge. So it's not the end of the world that they are there. Obviously, you have 23.5 minutes where you could try to shoot them down, but...
Bro, have you seen Great Britain has, like, broken out into a civil war?
But I don't know if you want to risk the shootout. Because again, you will probably hit Union to breaking, but you don't want to put yourself in a time crunch. Which would not be good for CSA. Because once you get into a time crunch, you start playing a little desperate. And never a good thing. Union kind of vibing out to some music as well. You have one CSA Rambo. He's definitely out of bounds. Can he get a kill? Never mind, he died. Could have been to a team kill. And now both sides are at taking losses.
I thought I heard somebody say, yeah, okay.
Artillery missing. I mean, seriously, is the artillery worth the manpower? 14 guys on artillery right now. I bet half of them are doing nothing right now. At least these 5 guys are doing. Where's the rest of CSA artillery? Okay. Look at that. 4 guys on 1 gun. Someone's standing around doing nothing. Someone's standing around and doing nothing. Okay. That's the thing. It's like 2 guys per gun, I think, is good. Just because you might not be shooting as fast as 3 guys per gun, but at least the 2 people will always be doing something, which I think is the more important thing. Are they going to cap?
Play that edit again, goddamn. They would have been dead already. We would have shot him.
Yeah, they are. I like it. This will hopefully bring everyone down to breaking. Union's been kind of slow to push out and take the point. Union is kind of spread out. Half their team on each side. So we'll see how Union wants to take this. 7-minute counterattack compared to the 12 we saw earlier. So we will see what occurs.
Let's go!
CSA as a team though is starting to corral around the center point here, which is good to see. If CSA is disorganized and all that, that could really just let the Union sweep up and take that point back right away, which is what you'd not want as CSA at this point. Some of the CSA rolling back up to the top of the hillside. You have a good chunk holding in the center, some falling further back, which I don't know if I agree with that. But
You guys have your loads, right?
Union starting to make aggressive moves down the roadside here, which CSA is really kind of pulling off the point. They're around it, but they're not on it.
Fire, open fire, aim low, aim low, aim low.
At the shins, boys!
Keep sprint left, sprint left.
So Patriots taking his guys up. They're going to outshoot those two CSA flags. Not a whole lot of guys there in the first place. I don't know why that CSA group is so far back.
We missed you.
The point of contention, capping that point, is to draw the Union out to force a major engagement to bring everyone's tickets down, which by holding back, you're letting the Union retake it. Let that
Move left, move
black
left.
timer continue to count down, which is what you do not want. So Union's inching their way down. CSA, those flags starting to fall back. CSA artillery hitting a shot there, killing a few.
You have to carry this again. Press F, pick up those colors.
I fucking killed him!
Our strain.
Shoot that guy, you got the flag.
Alright, gentlemen, up and over on me. Move the point, move the point, move the point. Up and over, up and over.
So that Union group start. I don't know why the flags are still here. They have been, CSA just lost 2 flags for no reason. But Union's going to push out here and take this point back with not a whole lot of action. Like what are you doing back here?
No. Alright, guys. Go into him. Go into him. Flag, stay back. Everybody.
So now you're going to charge into them? Okay, at least both sides are doing it at the same time. At least CSA is coming down as a whole team. But why would you sit back, let your friendlies die, lose 2 flags, and then charge in? You give the opportunity to let the Union get a little entrenched like they are right now. Obviously, there's no entrenchment here, but obviously, if they gave the Union an opportunity to get a little organized on this point at least, which these guys should have maybe come down a little sooner. But again, there's always a delay in pubs, just because whether it be you can't see it or communication. But CSA is holding this point, 4.5 minutes left on that clock. This is the type of stuff CSA needs, so
Oh, get that officer, boys. Stop him up.
good for them.
Up.
Will they hold it, though? Can they pay it off as the rest of the Union team slowly starts to make their way over? And I think, zooming out here, it's definitely going to happen.
Go. Don't stop. Get in there.
And CSA is going to keep those flags. They just need to keep going back. If one of them stops and turns around, I'm going to laugh. He's probably going to die. Oh. Why are they stopping? Why are they stopping? Union's going to push through this. At least I would hope they would. Union's taking a while to push through, but a lot of lost tickets on CSA's part, but that doesn't matter. Union's going to go up to a very low taking losses here. This is going to be great. Great cap from CSA. So Union's going to retake, go up to a low taking losses. Confederates can just shoot it out. Union will probably stay on the point or stay near it, if anything.
Okay, I'm sorry, but if you're like, this is the reason. When you run away, they have the right opportunity to shoot. Keep that flag up.
Run away.
Yep, mic up and shoot.
If you tell her to charge now, these guys are going to get shot down.
Someone playing that music's pretty funny, so.
This is going to be the most discombobulated piece of shit. Fall back! Make reload, fall back!
Senior Daz now up in charge. And Union's... That's a... Oh my goodness.
When you're told to run, you run.
That was perfection from CSA artillery. Union a little disorganized here. The thing is, they're going to fall back. They're probably going to hit braking while they're falling back here. That was great artillery from CSA. Perfect.
Go back to the fence.
But that's probably the only good thing they've done this round. Yeah, Union hits braking. They're going to have to stay close.
Them instead. Reform here. Hold it! Hold it. Hold
Yep,
it.
they got to stay close here in the open field. CSA is going to take some time to reform.
Hey guys.
And they got 18.5 minutes to do that, so not the end of the world there.
They're moving east. Do what? What did you need, Big Sexy?
And this is looking like it's going to be a CSA win. Union is contesting that point. Confederates are spending a long time here just trying to contest this. Or rather, get ready to contest it. Some are going up to the top side, some holding on the right. Just taking some shots from a distance. And let's just look. It's up to 200 now. Confederates have 11 on artillery, so it's about a 8-man imbalance right now. Infantry-wise, in favor of Union. And Confederates just have a jolly good time right now.
This that made you laugh alive whenever we were in the fight?
I don't even want to know what that sound was a second ago. Dirty Dan's taking his guys around the far side.
Guys, they're right in front of you. We're gonna up.
And so CSA slowly making their way around the side, trying to flank in here. Looks like Dirty Dan's going to take his guys out, start to do that. Confederates hit breaking. CSA artillery should be lighting the Union position up right now. There's no reason why they shouldn't be, and this is going to be a great volley. Union's starting to kind of turn towards this direction right now.
Let's fucking go, come on.
I kind of wish CSA did this as a team, but as long as they keep that ticket lead or keep it close, that's really all that matters.
On the side, on the side. Hold if they counter, hold if they counter, hold if they counter.
So Union kind of counter-charging out here. You have another CSA company collapsing down. Union tickets are dropping. And so you have some more CSA pushing up in the center. A lot of Unions starting to collapse onto this side right now. As CSA tickets are not dropping, even though Union's dominating this. I mean, that's what you get with the attacker, defender, imbalance, and tickets.
Wipe them in turn. Wipe them all. Wipe them all.
Run. Run.
So Napoleon, he looks like a new officer there. CSA needs to find some way to make sure they don't lose too many tickets and get this back even. That's why you can kind of see Union counter-charging this out. CSA falling back, rightly so. Union still has control of point. I guess the CSA guys here in the center aren't on point. But with Union kind of beating the CSA there and spreading them out, Union, I think, needs to... They need to get a ticket lead at one of these points. Now might be a good time with how spread out and how diminished CSA is with them wiping that. And you can see CSA kind of starting to fall back here, kind of, some holding for the forward. Union not really charging.
We all share ourselves from time to time.
Where is the CSA artillery? We saw one good moment from them. Surely we can see another. CSA team now kind of reforming, pushing up to that top side again. A couple of those Union guys going in there. Partially Ramboing, which that's going to kill Union tickets. I mean, all the little things add up at this point. And
Come on, push him off that fence.
that ticket imbalance is looking great for CSA.
Too much trouble now. Just shoot him off. Push him off this fence.
Union half charging them up here, which with how little CSA guys are up here, they're giving them a chance by not all charging. This is the thing. Union's not acting as a unified force. It's allowing for the CSA to make the fight up here a little more competitive. More out of lines for Union. Tickets dropping. I get what Union's doing. They need to find some way to get a ticket lead, but this is not how you do it. And you see CSA starting to make a break for point, which is maybe why their whole team didn't come off here. But the problem is that when you don't charge with your whole team somewhere against a spread out CSA, you're making that fight a lot more even than it needs to be. And Union's going to pursue this, which I like.
Run, I got you, I got you.
Save me, I can't sprint. Somebody stab me. Literally stab me.
And it's getting close to where Union's out of bounds. And so they pull off. Been a, and this is what you get with Hills Counterattack. It is a very prolonged, long match of War of Rights.
Shooting them up, they're all standing. Get the flag up here, flag up here. F on the flag, F on the flag.
But both sides about to drop down. Union's going to hit last stand first. Confederates going to follow in the final push shortly after that, unless Confederates drop the ball massively. I don't see it, by the way. This should be a very dominant, not very dominant, but a good CSA win. Union is kind of pulling off the point in a sense, trying to take the high ground. CSA's been bothering them here for a little bit, so they're trying to push up there and hold.
I said not both companies. Why is the other officer following me everywhere?
A lot of Union got, not a lot, a couple are crouching, and you can't, again, every little thing matters. CSA's starting to make a move. Union's about to hit last stand any second now. Ski and Big Sexy taking their guys around right now. They're starting to cap point. Union's going to be forced to come out into the open.
Flag, back to the forest. Flag, go back to where you were. Flag, sorry, I didn't want you here. Flag, I don't want you here. Flag and 2 people run back to the trees. Everyone else is staying.
So they're trying to cap the point to draw the Union out, which point is being capped in their favor, but it's a very slow cap. There you go. So the Confederates just need to avoid hit final push as long as possible. Avoid taking too many losses here. It's just to help make sure that you're going to win. It's not a big deal if you do it final push in a couple of seconds or so. Dirty Dan's bringing his guys down.
Don't. Come back here. Groundhog, 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 groundhog. Groundhog, come back here.
And here comes the Union entourage as they need to hold this point.
Hold here, boys. Hold here. That was a good maneuver.
Amazing, amazing, bro.
Hold here.
Oh, they're gonna sweep the left.
This could be the last charge of the game. Look how spread out Union is, though. This is abysmal. I mean, look at all these guys. That's terrible. And Confederates go down the final push. That timer's at a little less than 3 minutes now. Union is taking back that point. Confederate artillery, here's your time to shine. Come on. Union's all clumped up on that point again. CSA infantry has not really made a full team assault, and it looks like they're slowly starting to make that happen. And they're going to go in right now. Union's tilted in a very weird direction, but they're lining up with those hay bales.
Get into that melee on the right. Get into it. Come on. Don't fucking break your loads. Move it right now. Get into the melee.
And so CSA is starting to overwhelm this. And CSA is going to win the game. I mean, it took a long time, but you got to do what you got to do. I want to look at the server numbers briefly at the end of this. Yeah, let's see here. It's up to 210 now. Confederates have 9 on artillery, so that number's slowly gone down. And why are those Union guys falling back? You've lost. But this is Hill's Counterattack, my friends. If the Union sits back and turtles like they do, it is a very slow round. CSA caps point. Union has to charge back out and take it. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't get the Union guys falling back like this, but the round's going to end anyways.
Fuck you, bitch. You lost. You lost.
I killed you, though.
So, great one from CSA. You did what you needed to do. You had a strong start. You shot them down to engaged. You capped that point, forcing another engagement. Brought both sides down to a low taking losses, or a low engaged, rather. Hit them in the taking losses. Capped the point again. And then when Union retook when everyone was at a low, taking losses resulted in a breaking and then shootout win. I mean, it was just a very methodical win from our attacking team. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, we have our Patreon in the description where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage of everything we cover with no commentary and UI. Besides that, though, we have our Discord and merch. And that is all of it. Thank you all for being here. It means a lot. We will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your night.